Can you feel a chill in the air? Does it feel like someone's walking over your grave or guiding you and making pottery? Well, you know what today is, right? National Paranormal Day. And since National Paranormal Day was first celebrated in 2013, I thought I'd review a horror movie from that very year. I mean, the horror movies must have been good if they decided to make a national day out of it, I'm sure. It's also National Lumpy Rug Day, but I thought it'd be kinda hard to find a movie about a lumpy rug. Let me know if you have any though. I'd also like to take this opportunity to apologise about the mic situation. My actual microphone decided to stop working, so I don't know if you've noticed, but I have taped a pair of headphones to my microphone. Lake Noir is a movie I found on YouTube, so you know it's gonna be good. It was made by Brain Damage Films, which is incredibly fitting because I feel like I got brain damage from watching it. Enjoy! Right off the bat, this movie's sound is awful. And I think I know a bit about that.
You guys are gonna have a great time at Lake Marcel. No, Ashlyn, you're not going to that lake.
And the lighting is terrible too. I guess they just thought, like, the sun is all light. Why else was the sun made if not to light a low-budget horror film? So Ashlyn, the main character, is waiting for her boyfriend to come and pick her up so they can go to the lake with their friends. Her mum says, "You are not allowed to go to that lake." End of discussion. The discussion, mind you, started literally 9 seconds ago. I will play you the whole thing.
No, Ashlyn, you're not going to that lake. You can go anywhere else but that lake.
My friends are already there.
Not another word about it. You're not going there.
You can't keep telling me what to do.
End of discussion.
I'm an adult.
Yes, and nothing screams I'm an adult more than lightly jogging away from your responsibilities. Then Ashlyn's boyfriend Sean arrives to pick her up.
So is Ashlyn ready to go?
I reckon she's staring at him because he's literally 41 years old. I thought Riverdale was bad. I don't know if this guy is supposed to be a teenager, but it's never mentioned, and he is easily 10 years older than the mum. But I mean, when you have undeniable chemistry like this, who can argue with that? Cut to their friends in the car listening to my favourite song. That's enough. These friends, by the way, are just the same person. Like, nothing distinguishes one of them from any other one of them. It doesn't matter who they are. I'm not going to use names, it doesn't matter. The intense rock music continues as they meander peacefully down some country roads. And this lasts for 1 minute and 40 seconds. I do not need to see their whole journey to this lake. I get it. They're in a car, cool, move on. Then the friends pull into a petrol station so the guys can flex their muscles and the girls can get stared at by some old man in a fedora eating Cheetos on a rocking chair. One of the friends asks him if he sells live bait and he says,
"You do inside."
My guy, why did you need to specify that it's inside? Like, it's a petrol station shop, what's the alternative? He opens up his jacket and there's just worms pouring out of it. The old man then says, "Don't go to the lake, there's something evil lurking in it."
Tear your heart out with its bare hand.
And everyone ignores him. The underage girls then try to buy alcohol by showing their stomachs.
This contest idea.
That will work.
You know, if there's one thing a guy can't resist, it's a belly button piercing. Maybe that is true. I don't see the appeal, but this guy is willing to give up anything for them.
You guys need anything at all, anytime you guys come by. Mwah.
The alcohol that they buy is called Hillbilly Blonde, and I was like, what a stupid name. Why would they make this up for the movie? Why? It's not made up. This is a real alcohol brand, and I'm pretty sure they've sponsored this movie. The guys pay Mr. McAvoy for the petrol, even though he doesn't work there, and apparently it's all free anyway. And then he warns them again not to go to the lake, and all the guys just think, wow, what a funny story to tell later on.
You guys will all hear it tonight. You guys ready for the best weekend?
What was that?
Ready for the best weekend?
Okay, then we cut back to Ashlyn and she's still in her house and she's like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get out. Miss Gailey, I thought you'd be gone by now. Like, earlier she stormed out and said,
I don't know why you're being like this.
and then just went back. Why? I don't know what she's doing, but we cut back to the friends in the car and whoever did the colour grading on this simply did far too much. This is the most insanely blue sky I've ever seen, like abnormally blue. Who thought this was good? Anyway, the girls stop to pee at the side of the road and it takes them literally 15 seconds. I don't know how they did that, but it's just so the guys can talk about the one thing that any of the guys can talk about for the entire movie.
I'm so gonna get some. Eva's smoking hot. She's been turning me on all day.
It's the whole script.
I'm totally getting some.
There's our Hillbilly Blonde again. I'm not sure why any company would pay to have their product in a movie like this, but it sure is in the movie. Then the colour grading wizard strikes again as we see this clearly very bright blue sky with nice clouds, with the brightness turned down a little so it looks like rain clouds. But this shot is like 2 seconds long. Could you not have found some actual rain clouds for it? But from the looks of it, this movie was shot over like 2 days, so I'm not surprised. Then Ashlyn is finally in the car with Sean and some random girl who comes out of nowhere and isn't even fully in shot. They pick up another friend and apparently he needs help loading his incredibly heavy suitcase into the back of the truck.
You want to help me? You need some help? Here you go. Sure help.
Hey, do you guys like this song?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. No, please don't.
Sweet.
So they have a driving montage too. It's only 30 seconds this time, but still, it's too much.
I didn't think it'd take this long.
Yeah, me neither, man. So they arrive there, but it's the wrong place.
We get the fuck out of here so we don't get killed by hillbillies.
And this man drives the most threatening vehicle I've ever seen in my life. Oh, chills. This guy's never seen again, so it's completely pointless. Anyway, they eventually get to the right place.
Do I ever? I can't even catch.
Hillbilly, cool. I didn't quite see the first two product placements. There's some shots in this movie that I literally don't know what I'm supposed to be focusing on because they last for so long and the people that are talking are so far in the back that you can't even hear them. Then there's a slow-mo shot of one of the boys taking off his shirt and all the girls are staring at him. You guys know that you have to film a slow-mo shot in slow motion or it ends up looking like this. So the girls go to see the lake while the boys go to get firewood or just stand around talking about, you know.
You should get laid this weekend, bro. Get laid. You might get laid.
He's the only one not getting laid.
This is the weekend.
Meanwhile, the girls get to the lake and they're just stunned.
Wow, you guys, look at this lake. Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, you guys wear these too?
Yeah. And that's how well edited this movie is. So the boys couldn't find the firewood, so they just ended up talking about... Do I even need to say?
Well, you was good at blowing. In your nasty dick.
My nasty cock, bitch.
Hey, Ash likes my dick.
Put out or get out.
Then we get another ad for Hillbilly. I'm so glad. So the girls come back and the boys go to the shop to get the firewood.
Think we should start a fire.
Girlie, you can't, like, that's literally why they just left. They go back to the petrol station they went to before and the same old man tells them again, stay away from the lake.
Listen to me.
And he finally tells them why.
There was a tragic killing out there. Squirrels were being squirrely.
We get this flashback to this guy, Caesar.
I didn't think you were gonna make it.
How'd you know about this place?
This is my family's property.
Why does her face drop like that? Oh my god, this place is amazing, isn't it? It's like the best place I've ever been in my life. I know. Seriously, like no place could compare to this. Thanks. How did you find it anyway? It's my family's property. What's wrong? What's the problem? I just would have liked it better if you found it organically. And that's all we get to see of the flashback before the cashier tells the other boys that the guy's insane.
You had like a mental breakdown or some shit like that.
So then the rest of the guys go out and listen to the rest of the story, interrupted by the old man asking for water, waiting to receive it, and then drinking a lot of it. This lasts 50 seconds. For what reason? For what reason? You just wasted everyone's time. This is genuinely 50 seconds of like, cut that out. Why did he ask for water? What's the point?
Where was I?
Anyway, the story is Caesar took his girlfriend to the lake and then her ex came to beat him up, kill him, and take advantage of her, let's just say. It definitely escalated quickly, but they couldn't find Caesar's body or the girl. The boys who did it went missing the next summer and some other kids went missing the few summers after. But yeah, the boys don't believe the story and they just go back.
Here, it's having sex.
Oh my god, shut up. They go back to camp to make some food.
What do we got?
We got some chicken, sausages, corn.
What do we think about some chicken, sausages, and some corn?
Yeah, good idea. Cut to Ashlyn's mum, who finds out from one of the other mums that Ashlyn has actually gone to the lake instead of going to a sleepover like she said she was doing. She gets into her car, starts it, and pulls out the drive in 3 seconds. Quite impressive.
Hey, Carol.
There's no scene after this with that woman. Why does she exist? She doesn't need to be there. But alright.
Get her all primed up, man. Tonight, it's gonna be a fucking orgy in this bitch.
I hate these men. I hate them. And Sean cheats on Ashlyn. I wish I cared. And then we see this creepy thing emerging from the lake. This is the first time something scary, and I use that word very loosely, has happened in this movie, and we are 56 minutes in. There is only half an hour left. So all the girls go off to pee and the boys scare them. By the way, every time one of the girls go to pee in this movie, and it's a lot of times, every other girl goes with her. It's probably because when girls are around each other, their cycles line up. Their pee cycles. And the only light they use is these lantern things that they're holding. It's not scary, it's just annoying because I can't see anything.
Turn it up, I love this song.
No, don't do this again. Please don't do this again. This lasts 2 whole minutes. Something incredibly scary happens. And then this guy dies. Oh no, what a loss. I really liked him. And then all the girls go to pee again, so the boys can talk about, you guessed it.
I just got the best hair.
Also, the past 10 minutes has been basically watching the exact same shot of these people sat around a campfire, and I don't care about any of them. I mean, me personally, I'd rather just watch campfire ambience with night animals such as owls and crickets made for relaxation and sleep and joy. Do you know what I mean? So then Sean tells the group about Caesar and says he grows bigger and bigger as he eats humans.
The proportions unheard of.
That's not true.
Like, Sean, the guy never told you that. You're pulling that out your arse, aren't you? He also dubs the monster the Wet Man. Ew. Everyone leaves Sean and Ashlyn, and Sean tries it on again, of course he does. But she says, let's just go on a walk instead, and Sean is still complaining.
Oh, nothing. Just a little irritated about our excellent sex life, or lack thereof.
He calls her Eve accidentally, which is the name of the other girl he cheated on her with.
Yeah, but Eve, you don't... Ash, damn it, you don't get it.
Luckily, she does not acknowledge this at all.
So we're not having sex.
No, Sean. We are never having sex.
I hate this movie. Sean is a little baby and just walks off, and I guess Ashlyn just stands there complaining about how she can't see instead of following the guy who has the lantern.
Sean, wait, I can't see.
Then the least scary sequence I've ever seen in any movie ever happens as Sean wanders around the woods seeing the Wet Man. This scene lasts 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And it's hard to keep suspense up for that long, let alone for a concept that wasn't even scary to begin with. I wouldn't care if Sean died. And he does die. He gets his face squelched in by the Wet Man. And look at me. Do I care? 2 minutes and 20 seconds was just unnecessary. He didn't even get worked up. I would have liked to see him cry. I would have liked to see him piss his pants. None of that happened. Then Ashlyn sees the Wet Man coming out of the lake as her mum finally pulls up. Took her long enough. I don't know about you, but I had completely forgotten she was even meant to be coming anyway. And it turns out the mum is the girl. The mother is that girl. I'm gonna be honest. I thought they were different races. But anyway, since the mother is the Wet Man's old girlfriend, the Wet Man leaves Ashlyn alone and goes back into the lake. And that's the end of the movie. That is the actual I was so angry when I saw that. It just ends. 2 people died. Did they ever find their bodies? Who cares? What happened to the rest of the group? Who cares? Did they ever drink any more hillbilly blonde ale? Yes, they did. With a taste that good, it's hard to resist. Abel Martinez Jr., you are terrible at your job. And by watching the credits, I found out that he is the guy who plays the cashier. Mwah. Also, the woman who said hi, Carol, earlier is also in the credits. I'm so glad to see she's being recognised for her valiant work.
Hey, Carol.
Also, at the very end of the credits, and yes, I did watch the whole thing because it was more interesting than the rest of the movie, it says that Caesar will return in Lake Noir Dark Waters. I don't think that sequel was ever made, and I'm both really thankful and really disappointed that it wasn't. I don't want to get too into reviews, but I wanted to mention a few that I really liked. Is someone using drug as the past tense of drag? Many people saying that the boob shots make up for this awful film. Also, if you watch it on YouTube, there are no boob shots, so I was so confused. I thought like everyone was like mass hallucinating these boob shots. This person saying, I was more scared when I slept next to a cemetery as a 12-year-old cub. I want to know what that means. I think that would make for a better movie than this. And one review from the guy who played the monster saying he likes the movie because he's in it. And that says everything you need to know. Well, that and the 10-minute video you've just watched. Liz R in the YouTube comments also had a lot to say. Good movie, thank you. Not really. Killed all friends but be her mum touches her necklace. Stupid movie. I know, really, what is that, her brother? But he killed all her friends. Crazy. But because her mum touches her necklace, It a dumb movie. Thank you was so corny that the mom shows up, touches the necklace, he back. What that about, corny ass hell? Now that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, that was a wild ride, and I don't know about you, but I'm really in the mood for some hillbilly blonde ale right now. If you want to watch this movie for yourself, God knows for what reason, you can find it here on YouTube. I'll link it in my description. But seriously, and I cannot stress this enough, you will gain nothing from this movie. Nothing at all. But thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed my video and want to support my channel, you can give it a like and subscribe if you're not already. I'll also be replying to the comments, so feel free to leave a comment. Have you seen this movie? If so, how many times did you lose the will to live?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Don't ask that. Please, please, please don't ask. Anyway, that's all from me today. Bye!